and boots it away. It's a high kick that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback, and the Broncos will have it at the 25-yard line. Let's meet the UCO offense today. And it looks like Dawson Hurl is going to get the start at quarterback today. The 6'3 senior Dawson Hurl. Jalen Cottrell, the running back. Andrew Carney, the fullback, when the Broncos have a fullback in the formation. The receivers, Jacob Delso, Terrell Davis, Christian Romero, and Ashton Schumann. Dominique Dunn, the tight end. The offensive line from left to right, Noah Dobson, Turner Hilburn, Gabe Grazier, Montrell Lee, and Matt Garner. It is Dawson Hurl at quarterback from the left hash at the 25-yard line on this first play from scrimmage here in Edmond. Cottrell is the running back. Fake handoff, Hurl throws over the middle, pass caught out across the 35 to the 37. And that's one of hopefully many grabs today for Terrell Davis for 12 yards and a first down.
I like that, seeing Huff get a completion on the first throw of the game. It's a nice confidence builder for the quarterback for the Broncos.
Hurl with 5 receivers. Throws right side to Davis again, and Davis couldn't hold on to that one.
I said Huff, I meant Hurl, of course. A matter of practice this season. Obviously, Dawson Hurl out there for the Broncos, but getting a completion on that first down, nice confidence builder for him as well.
So it's 2nd and 10 after that incompletion at the 37-yard line. Both these teams play very fast. So if you don't like hearing John Fitzgerald, you probably are going to love today's broadcast. I don't know that he's going to get a word in edgewise. 2nd and 10. Hurl throwing left side, complete to Delso. Delso looking for a block and didn't get it. He only got a yard from the 37 out to the 38. Good tackle that time defensively by Clem McCullough for Emporia, and it's a 3rd down and 9 from the 38.
You think there's people out there that don't like to hear me talk, Todd?
No, not a single one. 3rd and 9. Broncos need to get it to the 47. Hurl with the blitz coming. Floats one deep right side. Davis grabs it in Emporia territory down to the 43-yard line. Had to adjust to that ball in the air and did a great job for the first down grab.
Yeah, I was going to say, really nice adjustment by Davis. We've seen that a lot out of him this year. He does a great job of finding the ball and getting to it, and he did so in a big way right there on 3rd down.
5 receivers on 1st and 10 for UCO at the Emporia 43-yard line. That last one was a gain of 24. Hurl in the gun, takes the snap, quarterback draw. Hurl's going to keep it to the 40 and might lean forward to the 39. Runs for about 4, and we saw something that Dawson Hurl brings that Jet Huff hasn't, a little bit more quarterback run for the Broncos.
Yeah, you don't see the design run very often with Huff in the game, but we've seen it out of Hurl in his duties that he's had the last few weeks for the Broncos. He's a good runner.
2nd and 6 from the Emporia 39, opening drive of the game for the Broncos. Hurl, straight drop, has plenty of time, right side. Davis makes another grab, and he's out of bounds for a first down at the 33. No, they might mark him a yard short, actually, at the 34, so it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, I didn't like that spot, Todd, but it's hard for us to see on this angle on the near sideline. He might have stepped out of bounds a yard short, so Broncos going to have to convert this one.
And they're going empty backfield, so maybe look for a little quarterback run here for the Broncos on 3rd down and a yard. From the Emporia 34, Hurl now goes under center. It's a quarterback sneak. He's got the first down easily, and he keeps it all the way down to the 31. Emporia just never matched up defensively.
Hurl, I think he saw that. There were only 3 defensive linemen up there, and I was thinking the whole time, if they're going to run this is going to be an easy first down. And Hurl did the right thing. He stepped up, took the snap under center, and easily got that first.
1st and 10, Emporia 31-yard line. Hurl looking to get the Broncos on the board early, throws it out left side. Again, Terrell Davis on the grab. He gets down inside the 25 to the 24 for a gain of 7. That's his 4th grab already on this opening drive.
Let's hope it's the 4th of many, many grabs for Terrell Davis today, because when things are going well with Terrell Davis, things are going well for the Broncos.
That was a good spot for UCO. They put it down at the 23, so it's an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Cottrell in the backfield to the right of Hurl. Hurl fakes the hand. Nope, hands it off to Cottrell right up the middle. I was faked out by it, but the Emporia defense wasn't. He loses a yard back to the 24. It'll be a 3rd down and 3.
Broncos are going to have to be able to establish that running game, whether it's Cottrell or whoever's back there running the football. They can't rely on the pass all day long. Emporia State will start to defend that better. Broncos offensive line is going to have to do a better job up front on those running plays.
3rd down and 3 at the Emporia 24-yard line. Hurl has Cottrell and Terrell Davis in the backfield next to him. Hurl takes the snap, looks left. Now down the middle, fires one, knocked away and incomplete. Tried to get it to Delso. Good coverage that time. That was Peyton Taylor on the coverage. It'll be 4th down. And the Broncos, this will be a 41-yard field goal into the teeth of the wind. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 3 at the Emporia 24.
Yeah, very strong wind, as we've said throughout the broadcast thus far. So Broncos going to risk one here early, go for it. Not terrible field position if you don't get it, but you sure would like to end this first drive with some points. So big play for UCO.
4th down and 3. Hurl claps his hands, gets the shotgun snap, drops, floats it in the flat to Cottrell. Cottrell first down to the 20 and out of bounds at the 16. Just a little delayed banana route out in the flat that time by Jalen Cottrell, and he's tackled at the 17 after a first down.
Good job by the offensive line, too, protecting Hurl, giving him the time he needed back there to dump that thing off. Cottrell did a nice job making the catch and making the play.
First down and 10 at the 17-yard line in Emporia territory. Hurl hands it to William Mason, who's in at running back now, and Mason carries it down to the 15 for a gain of a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Broncos haven't ran the ball as well in the last 4 weeks, and something you want to get going against Emporia today. 2nd down and 8 at the Emporia 15. 10:41 and ticking to go. This is the opening drive of the ball game for UCO, number 8 in the country, hosting Emporia State today. Broncos 9-1, Emporia State 7-3. Emporia showing blitz as Hurl out of the gun. Does see a blitz. He throws it left side. It's tipped and nearly picked off. Intended for Davis. And a linebacker got a hand on that one. And it's incomplete on the coverage that time for Emporia. That was Cade Stevenson who got his hand up. So now it's a 3rd and long, 3rd and 8 from the 15.
Hey, if you want to email us here in the booth, we'll give you a shout out, ucoradio@gmail.com. If you can hear our voices, we can receive your emails. And we want to hear from everyone out there, Emporia fans, UCO fans, everybody. Email us, ucoradio@gmail.com.
3rd and 8 from the 15. Hurl, 3-man rush, has time, steps up, floats right, throws right, passes incomplete, but a flag comes in because Davis got tackled at the 2-yard line. It'll be a pass interference, and the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal on the penalty.
Yeah, and this is a good call by the officials as Davis was thrown out of bounds on the UCO sideline. Not really too much you can do to dispute this call.
Dwight Niebling is our referee today. We're going to hear from him shortly.
Pass interference, number 21, defense. The ball's placed at the 2-yard line, 1st down.
So 1st and goal at the 2, and we'll see the Broncos with this heavy formation now of Andrew Carney in at fullback. Carney has 5 touchdown runs this year, every single one of them 1 yard. Carney will actually be lined up as an H-back to the left, and Mason will be the running back. 1st and goal from the 2, out of the shotgun. Handoff, Mason makes a man miss in the backfield, sneaks into the end zone, and the Broncos are on the board. Opening drive of the game ends with a 2-yard William Mason touchdown run. UCO takes it 75 yards and leads 6-0.
Great first drive by the Broncos, getting the opening kickoff and driving the length of the field and actually taking a little time to do it, Todd. That's almost a 5-minute drive for the Broncos, which you don't see a lot. And they did it in a variety of ways, ran the football, threw it all over the field, and UCO strikes first. Did it right into this wind as well, which will be a factor today. Snap on the extra point. Jet Huff gets the hold down, and Nicky Quevedo knocks it through. 10:14 to go first quarter, back in 60 seconds. UCO 7, Emporia nothing. This is UCO Bronco football. Media. The score, UCO with the lead. The touchdown run of 2 yards by William Mason, capping a 15-play, 75-yard drive for the Broncos in 4 minutes and 46 seconds. Is now Grayson Miller will kick it low into this wind. It's picked up by an up back at the 30-yard line, returned out near the 40, and it's going to be good field position for Emporia State. Out at about the 40-yard line. As on the return that time for the Hornets was a linebacker, Marte Russell. And we'll see this Emporia offense. Let's meet the starters for Emporia State offensively. Offensive line, Travion Mitchell, Talon Wheeler, Brady Leitz, Sherman Deaton, and Carlos Guzman.
Zach Stein is the fullback. Trendon Collins, Zion Jones, Tyler Common, who has 18 touchdown catches, is at receiver. As on first down, Gunner Gundy throws it on a backwards pass to Billy Ross, and he's going to be tackled back at the 36-yard line.
Dylan Buckeye doing a great job reading that one from his safety spot, and he goes and drops the Hornets for a big loss.
Correction, that was Collins that time on the grab. And Collins in motion on second down. It's a pitch play, right side, out across the 40 and out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's going to be a third down from the 43-yard line. Gunner Gundy, the quarterback, the tailback, Billy Ross, the other wide receiver, Zion Jones for Emporia State. Gundy on third down, the lefty looking to throw, has time on a three-man rush, wants to run with it, looking to get outside right, and Connor Johnson takes him down at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be fourth down.
And a great job by this UCO defense making this high-powered Hornet offense go 3 and out. Gunner Gundy's got a big cheering section here today, Todd. Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy, former OU assistant coach and quarterback Cale Gundy, and the whole family I can see across the way here at Chad Richardson Stadium. And they didn't like what they saw in that first drive, but everyone on this side of the stadium liked what they saw. The Broncos force a 3 and out.
Dylan Davidson deep to punt this one. He'll have the wind at his back. It's a high, good punt. Delso lets it go at the 6-yard line. It takes a UCO bounce back up the field to the 12. So the Broncos get fortunate on that bounce. They're going to take over at the 13-yard line officially. So that is a 46-yard punt with no return. There's a media timeout, and we'll take it with them. Back in 90 seconds, 7-0 UCO leads Emporia State. This is UCO Bronco football beating Nebraska Kearney. Actually, a couple more. Fort Hays State 21-0, almost halftime over Nebraska Kearney, and Washburn leading Northeastern State 7-0. Mo West plays Quincy today. That game starts at 2, and Pitt State and Northwest Missouri State starts at 1:30 today. Second drive for the Broncos from the 13-yard line. Dawson Hurl hands it off to Cottrell. Cut back right side, looking to find some room. Not much there. He fights his way forward for a yard to the 14, and that's about it. Tackled on the play that time by Caden Fields.
Second down, Broncos.
I want to say what's up to Darren Helm, who emailed us here in the booth. He says, hey, you and Todd, keep up the great work. Go Broncos. Darren, we appreciate you listening, and we appreciate you reaching out and letting us know you're out there. UCOradio@gmail.com.
Second down and 9 from the 14. Hurl. This time, play fake, throws it left side, complete to Schumann out to the 20. Schumann still fighting for yardage. He's going to be pushed back at the 20, but a 6-yard gain, and it makes it a third and much more doable now. 3rd and 3 coming up from the 20.
Nice catch by Schumann and good throw by Hurl. That was kind of a dangerous throw into some traffic, but Schumann with his sure hands grabs that thing and gets the Broncos a gain to make this a 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 for UCO from their own 20-yard line. Cottrell, the running back, to the right of Hurl. Hurl, straight drop, looking to throw. Left side, right side, pass complete to Schumann. First down out to the 30. Ashton Schumann got free early. Good read by Hurl. 10-yard gain on a 3rd and 3, moves the chains.
Tackle made by number 24, Sailor. It's a
Don't forget, again, you can email us here in the booth, UCOradio@gmail.com. No matter who you're rooting for, if you're listening to us, give us an email. Here's a pitch on first down, left side to Cottrell, looking to bounce it out. Gets to the 35, flag comes in for a hold as he's out of bounds near the 40. They're going to get a receiver holding on the edge that time. We got another flag interior here. I don't know if they're on the same hold or not. We'll sort this out.
It looks like they're going to be on the same call. They just moved the other flag to the 30-yard line to match the first flag that was thrown. So looks like this is going to be a 1st and 20 situation for the Broncos.
Holding number 15, offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
You know, they teach it more now than they used to when you and I played, but receivers, a lot of times, they get really caught on an island when guys try to cut one way or the other and get caught with holding a lot. Obviously, they're not in the mix in the middle. Hard to hide it when you hold on the edge.
Just got to keep your hands on the numbers. You can't get your hands out on the shoulder pads outside of the square of the body. That's where the officials are going to see that every time.
So now it's a 1st and 20 from the 20. Hurl rolls left, throws back right, screen to Cottrell. Cottrell looking to get to the edge, has room 30, 35, 40, and out of bounds with a first down to the 44-yard line. Jalen Cottrell, who has shown that he can catch it out of the backfield this year, 24 yards, and the Broncos erase that first down penalty.
Beautifully run, misdirection by the Broncos, and then set up a wall on this UCO sideline to give Cottrell the room to get the untraditional first down, the 20-yard version.
1st and 10 is now it's a throw quick right side to Mason. Mason makes a man miss at the line of scrimmage, fighting to the 49-yard line. Love the way he runs with the ball. He gets 5 yards out of what probably should have been a 1 or 2 yard gain there.
Yeah, I mean, I've felt this way for a lot of the season. We've got a good 1-2 punch and really a third option at running back as well. But I feel like Mason should get the majority of the carries. He's a good, hard runner. He finds the holes quick and really gives the Broncos a good look back there.
2nd and 5 from the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield for the Broncos, who lead 7-0. Hurl drops to throw, floats one deep left side, and it is incomplete. Schumann got pulled down, and there's no flag. How is there no flag on that? Ashton Schumann got interfered with, but there's no flag, and it's 3rd down.
Coach Doral is out on the field. He is furious with this officiating crew as they show the replay here in the stadium. I mean, that is just
it's textbook interference. That's a bad missed call. And again, if you're an Emporia State fan, we would tell you it was a bad missed call if the same thing happened with UCO.
Sometimes the officials won't make that call because they'll say I was just incidental contact. But when the Emporia defender falls over and knocks over the UCO guy, that's interference.
3rd and 5. Hurl throws it left side, complete to Carney. Carney making a grab for a first down as he carries it into Emporia territory down to the 43-yard line. So the Broncos convert on another 3rd down and have it 1st and 10 at the Hornets 43. Coach Doral said they've been working Carney more at H-back here late in the year, and we see him there. 1st and 10 UCO at the Emporia 43-yard line. Davis in motion out of the backfield. It's a throw to him in the flat right side. Davis looking to get upfield at the 40 to the 36. That's a nice gain, 7 yards. They'll mark him out at the 37, so 6 yards. Just outflanked Emporia right side and got 6 on first down.
Yeah, Broncos doing a nice job spreading the ball around the field, not going to just one guy. Hurl doing a really good job running this offense. Really in every drive we've seen him in the last few games.
2nd down and 4 from the 37. Hurl throws left side, complete to Davis. Dangerous grab, but Davis made a contested catch at the 30 and then fights his way to the 29.
I thought I jinxed him, Todd. I thought that was going to be a pick right after I said that. Like you said, dangerous throw, but fortunately Davis catches that thing, and Terrell putting up some numbers today so far.
1st down and 10 at the 28-yard line. 29-yard line, I should say. Hurl looking to throw. Looks left, now back right, throws, and it's tipped and incomplete. Intended over the middle for Carney. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Hurl tries to string that thing in there into some tight spaces. He did it again right there, and it did not go the Broncos' way. Fortunately, the ball hit the turf, and UCO lives here for 2nd down.
Terrell Davis early on, 6 catches here in this first quarter for 59 yards. Davis is the middle receiver of 3 receivers split out wide to the right. Hurl claps his hands, looks right, steps into one, throws deep, and it is incomplete. Jaden Gray got tugged, and again, no flag for interference.
Doral again down there with the officials, like he can't believe it.
Look at this replay here. Arm around him, pulls him backwards. And like you've always said, John, you know it's a penalty when immediately the defender puts his hands up like I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you get caught in the cookie jar, you got to throw that flag. These officials Doral's having a conversation with that side judge over there, and I mean, that's obviously not going to change what happened. 3rd and 10 for the Broncos.
3rd and 10 at the 29. Hurl in the gun from the left hash. 5-man rush, floats one left side. It is incomplete.
Being held.
And again, hands all over Ashton Schumann, and no penalty.
I mean, he was being held through the whole thing. And listen, if you're an Emporia fan and you're listening to us for the first time, you're thinking, these guys are a bunch of homers. I can't stand this. This is not our MO. We will call it the other way as well when we see it. But it's been some pretty poor officiating so far in the passing game.
So it's a 4th and 10, and UCO in no man's land into the wind here with 4:37 to go first quarter is going to go for it. At the Emporia 29. Hurl with Davis in motion out of the backfield. Hurl looking to throw right side, throws it to Davis in the flat, needs to make a man miss at the 25. He does, and he gets out of bounds with the first down. Terrell Davis. Oh, did they mark him short? Nope. Did they mark him short?
Oh, yeah, they did. They're going to, this is
Ball
something Doyle
carrier
can
went out of
challenge.
bounds,
Now
short
let's
of the
see.
line to gain. The ball turns over on downs.
They marked him short,
First down,
and we'll see on the
Emporia
replay if
State.
he got the first down.
Well, they showed a replay, Todd, but it was a tight shot. You couldn't even see his feet. So, I don't know. Doral's, he's thinking about, I think, throwing that challenge. Like, here's a wider view of this play. Let's see if we can make heads or tails of it. I mean
that's a first down.
Yeah.
That's so obviously a first down. And UCO is going to challenge this, as the ball right now is at the 19, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Emporia.
Hey, and we have a challenge on the side of the field that the
That's
challenge
right,
booth
that the 10 is on.
One of the first times this season.
My worry on this is they're going to be enough to overturn it.
Right.
I mean, it looks like an obvious first down from the angle that we see,
Central
but again,
Oklahoma
the angle,
challenging the ruling of the field.
the angle
short of the line to
that
gain.
the officials see
Previous
is not
play
the
is
same as
under
our
review.
broadcast cameras. It's important to remind everyone of that.
Yeah, you're going to have different angles that we don't have. And I think Doral is out there wearing these guys out about the no calls on the downfield holding on the previous passing plays. He is he's wearing out this side judge. I'm sure that the league office listens to these broadcasts and such, but some of the officiating this year has just been brutal.
I mean, the question is, where's the ball at when he goes out of bounds? And if you watch on the replay, and again, I don't know if we can cue it up again, but if on the replay, he steps inbounds at the 19, and then his forward momentum should take him out of bounds past the 19, right?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a
He
first.
needed to get to about the 18 and a half.
Like, it didn't even look like a question from here that he got the first down.
Yeah, I mean, to the point of, like, they were celebrating on the
Right.
sideline
Yeah.
right in front of where it happened.
Everyone was. And Emporia State wasn't leaving the field either.
Right,
Their defense was setting up to run another play. So, well, we got a break here as they're reviewing the play. I want to say hi to Chad Hester, who emailed us here. Says, good to see the offense moving the ball. Happy for Dylan Buckeye and his family, and let's finish strong, playoffs bound. Well, Chad, let's hope so, man. The Broncos looking good so far here early, and the offense is moving the ball. And hopefully they will get a break here with the replay, and we'll be able to continue to move the ball on this drive. Chad emailed us here at ucoradio@gmail.com, and you can too. We want to hear from everybody out there.
So if this gets overturned, it'll keep the Bronco drive alive. If not, it's going to be 1st and 10 Emporia at the 19-yard line.
Which isn't terrible field position, right? Like, I mean, going for it right there, even though it was a 4th and 10, not a terrible decision with this wind blowing in the face of the kicker like it would be. But UCO really a tough break on about 3 plays in a row here on this drive from the stripes. The officiating crew not doing too much to help matters out. They're really reviewing this play, Todd. It's they've been looking at it for a long time over there in the
which
replay
usually
center.
is a good sign if you want it overturned.
Well, you'd hope so, because they're looking at where are they going to spot it, what's the what's the clock at, all those things. Here comes our official. Let's hear what he has to
Here's
say.
our referee Dwight Niebling today with the answer for us.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. First down, Emporia State. Central Oklahoma's charged a timeout, their first, and is out of coach challenges.
I mean, that's 4 terrible calls on that drive that went against UCO.
Yeah, and you notice he didn't say confirmed. He said
Yeah.
stands, which means that they didn't have enough evidence to overturn it, but they didn't have enough evidence to say they were right either.
All right, so the Bronco defense back out there as Gunnar Gundy works first down from the 19-yard line after that turnover on downs. Gundy sends a man in motion. It's a handoff right up the middle, hit in the backfield and dropped at the 17. Jack Puckett came in and erased it as Billy Ross Jr. got the handoff for a loss of 1.
Boy, Puckett's been a great player for the Broncos this year with a nose for the football, and he showed it right there on first down.
2nd down and 11. Gundy will throw this time. Right side pass caught. First catch for Tyler Common, and he gets out to the 21-yard line before he's driven backwards. A gain of 3 will set up a 3rd down and 9. Common, as I mentioned, has 18 touchdowns to lead everyone in Division II this year. 3rd down and 9 for the Emporia offense from their own 21. Empty backfield again for Gundy. Low snap. He has it. 3-man rush. Throws. Pass. Intercepted! Picked off at the 32-yard line. It's J.K. Moore who got in there and got it. And the Broncos get it back on a turnover with 3:34 to go in the first.
What's that saying? The ball don't lie? Is that what they say, Todd? Broncos getting a little help from the football gods right there, make a nice defensive play and get the ball right back deep in Emporia State territory. Fantastic play by J.K. Moore. He's got the turnover chain on, celebrating on the sideline with the UCO Bronco defenders, and UCO's offense will take back over.
So it's 1st and 10 for UCO after the turnover at the 33-yard line. And William Mason will be in at running back for the Broncos, who start from the left hash here. 7-0 UCO, 3:34 to go first quarter. Dawson Hurl takes the snap. Hands to Mason, nothing there. He gets tackled at the line of scrimmage for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Broncos just having trouble running the ball in between the tackles recently. Not really a new thing, but struggling again today. They'll give them, there's no gain on the play. Go ahead, John.
That's just another one of those plays that took too long to develop, and maybe it took too long to develop because Mason couldn't find a hole to run through.
2nd down and 10. Hurl with 3 receivers bunched up wide left. Pitches it to Mason right side. Mason looking to outflank him. Gets to the 30, 25, 20, cuts up 15, and out of bounds near the 10. Broncos had a numerical advantage on that side of the field, and William Mason runs for 23 yards, and it's 1st and goal UCO at the 10-yard line.
A gain of 23.
Broncos going quick from the right hash. Hurl hands to Mason again. Mason looking to bounce this one outside, and he's going to lose yardage to the 12. Tackled that time by C.J. Adams. And it's going to be a 2nd and goal from the 12 from the right hash for the Broncos. 2:35 and ticking to go here first quarter.
It's so crazy, you know, from this angle, it's real easy. If Mason had cut that thing back to the left, there wasn't a hornet on that side of the field. Everybody flowed towards the UCO sideline, and there was just nowhere to run. But again, easy for me to see from up here.
2nd down and goal from the 12. Hurl takes the shotgun snap, throwing left side, complete. Davis looking to break a tackle in the bear trap, and he's going to be taken down at the 8. Defender had him by the ankle. Davis was able to fight for about another yard, but it's going to be 3rd and goal. Ball sitting between the 7 and 8 yard lines. We'll call it the 7-yard line officially.
UCO taking a little time here to see what the coaches want to dial up. Everybody looking at the UCO sideline. Now they've got the play call. And we'll see what Dawson Hurl has here on 3rd down.
Minute 40 to go here in the first quarter. Hurl dropping back. 5 receivers in routes, looking to throw, steps up, going to run with it to the 5, cuts upfield, touchdown Broncos! Dawson Hurl with the touchdown run, and UCO can double the lead with a Nicky Quevedo extra point. It's 13-0 UCO, minute 32 to go in the first.
He didn't decide to run until about 4 seconds after I decided he needed to run. And it was a long 4 seconds in my head. I was thinking, just run it, just run it. It was wide open on the left side. Finally, Hurl saw the pathway and took it to the end zone, and the Broncos get up by 2 scores here on the Hornets early.
Peyton Hunt will snap on this extra point. Nicky Quevedo will kick it. Snap and hold are good. The kick is away by Quevedo. It looks good. It is. Minute 32 to go first quarter. We'll be back in 90 seconds. 14-0 UCO leads Emporia State. This is UCO Bronco football.
Tackle made by number 28,
Still in a break on this?
time once again for that Bronco defense.
Welcome back. Emporia State with a short kickoff return is going to take over the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Emporia. There's a handoff up the middle. No, it's a fake as Gundy's going to keep it and get sacked back at the 22. That was Wesley Hudson that got there. It's going to be a sack and a loss from the 28 back to the 23. 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15.
It was a really good fake. I thought the running back had the ball too, Todd. But the UCO defense wasn't fooled.
2nd down is Gundy looking to throw right side. Pressured, steps up. Puckett got him at the 15. It's another sack. Jack Puckett took him down this time. And it's going to be 3rd down and 23 for Emporia State.
Wow. Gundy's not getting much help from his guys up front. I didn't think he held that one too long, but Jack Puckett gets through and makes him pay in a big way.
3rd down and 23. And here's one thing to keep an eye on here, John. If Emporia gets tackled in bounds, if you're UCO, you want the clock to run out and make them punt it into the wind. Gundy on 3rd down, floats one deep, middle of the field, incomplete, behind the intended receiver and incomplete. And so it's going to be 4th down.
We should pick that up and run it back for a touchdown.
I mean, last week Missouri Western did do that to us. They almost called it a touchdown. With another good 3 and out though for the Bronco defense.
With it being an incomplete pass, the clock stops, so Emporia State will get to punt with the wind. But then the Broncos will have the wind at their back on this offensive possession. So just an outstanding job so far today by the UCO defense.
Dodson will punt it away. It's going to be returnable. Delso from the 41 got out of a tackle, swings to his right, gives up some ground, and is going to be tackled at the 40-yard line. So Jacob Delso lost a yard on the return. There is a flag down back at the 13-yard line. This looks like an illegal formation on Emporia.
First down.
And I think you can add 5 to the end of the kick on this one, John. So I think this ball may move up to the 45.
Illegal formation, more than 4 in the backfield offense. That 5-yard penalty is added to the end of the return. First down, Central Oklahoma.
There you go. So 1st and 10 Broncos at their own 45, up 14-0 already.
Will have the ball at their own.
It's 21-7 in Warrensburg. Central Mo leading Missouri Southern. And Northeastern State and Washburn in a non-conference game tied up at 7. That one at the end of one quarter. Halftime in Kearney where Fort Hays State leads 24-0. And Quincy and Mo West are just underway, as is Pitt State and Northwest Missouri State. First down from the 45 for UCO. Hurl with Cottrell in the backfield. Handoff Cottrell running right, nothing there. Again, just back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackled on the play by Ryland Miller. It'll be 2nd down and 10 when we start the second quarter. 14-0 after 1. UCO leads Emporia State. We're back in 90 seconds. This is UCO Bronco foot Don Fitzgerald, Jackson Allen in the KOKC studios today. Broncos will get the ball to start the second half with a 2nd down and 11 from their own 44-yard line. We've got a timeout by the officials here. They're letting everyone clear the field. It is Military Appreciation Day today here in Edmond, so lots of people being honored, deservedly so, during some of our media timeouts.
UCO had 42 people on the field, so that would be a penalty.
Yeah.
And some of them might have had weapons.
That's true. That's true. 2nd down and 11 from the 44. Hurl going to throw. Left side, incomplete. Kind of thrown in no man's land there between Davis and Schumann, and it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Broncos.
Yeah, it just looked like a little miscommunication there on the route. Speaking of communication, Paul Brown reached out to us as what a special senior class we get to see show out one more time here on Senior Day. And he said, hey, at least the MIAA refs are consistent. Paul Brown emailed us here, ucoradio@gmail.com, and we want to hear from you as well.
3rd down and 10. Hurl looking to throw. Floats one deep downfield for Davis in double coverage and incomplete. Davis nearly went up and got it, but 2 Emporia defenders were there. As there for the Hornets was Clem McCullough and Eric Ainsley, and it's going to be 4th down, and we'll see Grayson Miller come on to punt it for the first time today.
I thought Davis was going to get that thing. He went up and high-pointed it, but just got hit by 2 guys at the same time as he was trying to bring that one in. Would have been a tough catch to make, but it's kind of a scary throw. But Davis went up there and got his hands on it.
That's a throw where you are confident in your receiver. Miller's going to punt this one away from his own 44. Miller with a high spiraling good kick. Hits at the 8, and it's going to go inside the 5 and be down at the 3-yard line. 52-yard punt for Grayson Miller, and the Broncos down it at the 3, and it's 1st and 10 for Emporia State now from their own 3-yard line. By the way, we never got to meet the Broncos defense today. Let's do that quickly. Johnny Wilson, Zane Adams, the defensive ends, Hunter Largent, the nose guard, linebackers Noah West, Jack Puckett, Connor Johnson, the cornerbacks J.K. Moore, who had that interception earlier, and Willie Rice, and the safeties are Dylan Buckheit, Kobe Stevens, and David Williams. 1st and 10 Emporia, starting from their own 3-yard line. Gundy has Ross in the backfield with him. Billy Ross, a kid that played his high school football over at Heritage Hall right down the road. Now tight end's going to move from left side to right for the Hornets. Gundy claps his hands to Ross. Ross right up the middle, runs it to about the 5, and he's driven backwards. He gained about 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
The way that the UCO defense has been in the Emporia State backfield here, I just wouldn't think Emporia State would do anything too crazy with this field position. They'd run themselves the risk of giving up 2 points.
Emporia with negative 8 yards of offense through a little over a quarter here. Gundy on 2nd and 8. Looking to the sideline, now hands to Ross again. Ross up the middle, runs into traffic, busted outside left, and gets about 3 yards to the 17. A flag comes in way after the play, and we'll see what this is.
It's on us. I think I saw
Wesley Hudson.
Well, I just saw some of our players kind of put their heads down like, man, we can't be doing that. It just kind of had that look from up here. I thought Emporia wasn't set when Gundy snapped the football, but I guess they were.
No, it's on Emporia.
Interesting.
See if the Broncos take this. Zachary Stillwell made that tackle at the 7, so it'd be 3rd and 6, or if you take the penalty, it's going to be 2nd down and about 12.
Here they're going to. What's Doral?
I think he's trying to figure out what he's got to decide to decline or accept here.
Well, I was wrong. I really thought the body language on the Broncos kind of immediately was that we had done something.
Yeah, it was a late flag, too.
Yeah, so I thought it was going to be a personal foul of some sort. Maybe something said or a hit to the face or, something like that. But, yeah, really having a conference with Doral down there about what do we want to do here. Let's let the official tell us what the result of that discussion was. Maybe.
I think they are going to take the penalty.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 21, offense. The penalty's half the distance to the goal. Repeat, 2nd down.
So it was a personal foul not after the play. It was a personal foul during the play.
Number 71, offense.
Carlos Guzman, the offensive lineman, the guilty party for Emporia. So it's now going to be 2nd down, and ball's going to be at the 4. So 2nd and 10. It would have been 3rd and 6. So 2nd and 10 from the 4-yard line. Gundy has Ross to his left in the backfield. Gundy looking to throw. Right side, pressured, throws it away, left side, over the head of the receiver and incomplete.
Oh, this might be a safety.
There's a hold, and if it's a hold in the end zone, we've got a safety here.
It was a hold. I mean, there was a offensive lineman grasped us around the waist from behind. Doral's signaling safety. The defenders are signaling safety.
Number 67, offense. That penalty's declined. 3rd down.
Well, who declined it? That's a safety.
I think it's another one where they said it started outside of the. We saw one of those last week.
So it doesn't. It's not where the ball is. It's where the hold occurs.
Correct.
Yeah, the hold definitely started outside of the end zone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's where the hold happens at. Yep. So right call there, and it is 3rd down and 10. Empty backfield for Gundy. Emporia's got to get it to the 14 here. Gundy, quarterback draw, runs it out to the 10. He's going to be a yard short. He gets tackled at the 13 by Jack Puckett. It's going to be 4th down Emporia State. He's going to be about 2 yards short. It'll be 4th and 2.
They're lining up to go for it, but surely they're not going to.
And now the offense comes off the field, and Emporia, still without a 1st down, is going to punt it away into a strong wind here. If the Broncos can field this, they should have really good field position.
Great job by that UCO defense, and what a clutch tackle. I mean, look how close they are to the 1st down. I mean, you said 4th and 2, right? I mean, it's
about 4th and 1. Yeah.
It's so But Emporia State will be punting it out of their own end zone, which is not a good place to be standing if you're a Hornet.
It's a short kick angling toward the Emporia sideline. Takes a Hornet bounce, though. Goes across midfield and all the way down to the Bronco 46-yard line. So it didn't look like a good kick. It turned out to be a 42-yard kick with no return. Media timeout back in 90 seconds. 12 minutes and 40 seconds to go first half. 14-0 UCO to the center. The center will snap it back to him. It's a handoff to Cottrell, who's hit in the backfield and dropped for a big loss. Back to the 43, it's a 3-yard loss, and it'll be 2nd and 13.
I just don't know how the Broncos haven't gotten that short up this year. There's no reason that the running back should be tackled for a loss in the backfield on a simple dive play. Broncos have to have more pride than that up front.
2nd and 13 from the 43. Hurl to throw this time. Looking deep, right side, sends one for Davis. He caught it at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, UCO! Dawson Hurl dials up long distance to Terrell Davis, and the Broncos lead 20-0 on TD's 8th catch of the game.
Terrell Davis pretty good. But Dawson Hurl's pretty good, too. He put that ball right on the money, and Davis ran up under it, beat his defender, and caught the touchdown pass, and UCO gets up by 3 scores. Just a fantastic. I mean, both sides of the ball, Todd, today have just been really dialed in. Looks like a different team than the last few weeks.
Quevedo on for the extra point. Jet Huff will hold it. There's a flag for offside. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good.
Take the extra point and get off the field.
Yeah. By the way, I shortchanged Terrell Davis.
Offside,
that's his 9th catch for 129 yards and 1 touchdown. We still have 12 minutes and 7 seconds to play in the first half. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Number 8 UCO leads 21-0 over Emporia State. This is UCO Bronco football. Welcome back. Broncos lead 21-0 on the touchdown by Terrell Davis. 57 yards, on the catch from Dawson Hurl to Terrell Davis. The kickoff goes through the end zone, so Emporia State will start from their own 25-yard line. How about this score from Warrensburg? Missouri Southern's not going quiet. Tied at 21 second quarter between Missouri Southern and Central Mo.
Outstanding effort by the Lions.
Gunnar Gundy on first down. Play action. Throwing left side. Pass caught to the 29. Out across the 30 for a first down and more near the 40-yard line. That was a good run after catch. They're going to say he stepped out at the 36, but that was Trendon Collins who made the grab.
Still enough to move the sticks for Emporia State for the first time today.
First down for the Hornets. Gundy throwing right side this time. It's caught at the 37. A short gain that time on the grab, as that was Kingsley Bennett who made the catch. It'll be a 2nd down and about 7 from the 38. Devin Johnson in at running back now as Gundy looking right again, throws right again, complete to Bennett again to the 41-yard line. They mark him all the way up at the 42. It's going to be a 3rd down and 4 from their own 42 for the Hornets here.
Another big opportunity for this UCO defense to get off the field. Got to make a play right here.
11-12 to go and ticking in this first half, as Emporia will sub and the Broncos will sub as well. Gundy, play action. And a flag's going to come down for a false start on Emporia.
Yeah, I think that.
The receivers weren't set. I think that's happened a couple times.
Yeah, it's offense. 5-yard penalty. Turned down.
Well,
yeah, that was Tyler Common who was getting lined up. He didn't false start. He never got lined up.
And some of the linemen are standing up, which you don't have. You can be standing up as an offensive lineman, but it just doesn't seem like either if they're trying, to be sneaky, then it backfired there. If they're not trying to be sneaky, they're not putting their linemen in a good position to make blocks.
So now it's 3rd and 9 from the 37. Emporia needs to get it to the 46 here. Empty backfield, 3-man rush. Gundy pressured, throws over the middle, incomplete. Nobody home, and a flag's going to come down for a roughing the passer after the play on Noah West. Did West think Gundy had the ball still?
I don't know. I was watching
Personal
the ball.
foul, roughing the passer, number 7, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Hate that, though, for the Broncos. Got to be smart, especially on a third down. You know, you're getting off the field, and now you're not. And Emporia State's in UCO territory for the first time today.
Didn't look like a ton of contact. It was certainly late. I think Noah West might have thought he still had the ball. So it's a first down at the UCO 48. Gundy, straight drop, empty backfield, throwing right side. Pass caught out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Gain of only about 2 that time. They're going to mark him out short of the 45, it looks like. Zion Jones making his first grab. Second down, we'll call it the 45 and 7. Empty backfield again for Gundy. Looks left, now right, throws, pass caught by Bennett, who gets hit hard at the 40, but he holds on, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2 for Emporia at the UCO 40-yard line. As the tight end, Zimmerman, will check in, so the Broncos will sub out defensive line as well. 3rd down and 2 at the Emporia 40. Play clock at 14. Gundy, play action, throws over the middle, pass caught. That's Common making his first big grab of the game down to the Bronco 25. Tyler Common, one of the best receivers in D2. We've got 2 of them on display today, and he makes that grab. Best drive of the day by far for Emporia. Zimmerman goes in motion right to left. First down Emporia from the 25. Handoff up the middle. Looking to bounce this one inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. That is the first carry of the game for Diego Kearns. He gains 7, and it's going to be a 2nd down and 3. At the 17. Gundy now with an empty backfield. Gundy looking left side, throws it end zone, nobody there, incomplete. And the question is that a intentional grounding? I mean, there was no one in the area.
Not even close. Doral's trying to get the crowd going here on the UCO sideline as the officials have a conversation. We'll see if they casually reach into their pocket and drop that flag on the turf. And
there it is.
Intentional grounding, number 12, offense. When penalties lost it down from the spot of the pass, 3rd down.
So it's basically a sack after that penalty at the 22-yard line. So it's going to be a loss of 5, and it is a loss of down. So now it's going to be a 3rd down and 7 from the 22.
Emporia State made some subs, so UCO making some late subs. This gives your defense a chance to kind of, your linebackers, your DBs, to kind of catch their breath a little bit as Emporia State moves very fast. UCO platoons the defensive line.
Gundy on 3rd down, play action, throwing, floating to his right. Gundy's going to run with it to the 20, to the 15. He's got the first down, and he's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Well, they might mark him short too, just like they did Davis. They are going to mark him short at the 15. It's 4th down.
They're consistent, Todd.
That's that same line judge that marked Terrell Davis short earlier. So like you said, at least it is consistent. It's 4th down and about a half yard. The nose of the football is on the 15. The butt of the football needs to get to the 15. So basically length of the football here. Empty backfield for Gundy. Expect him to run it here. Now Kearns will go back into the backfield as Emporia looks to the sideline on 4th down and less than a yard. And we've got a flag. It's delay a game. It's delay a game on Emporia State. Now it's going to be 4th and 5, and the Hornets are going to have to either try a field goal or go for it here from a little further back.
Yeah, Gunnar Gundy having a rough time managing this offense here in front of his hometown cheering section. Just missed the play clock on that one as they tried to hard count. UCO jumped but got back. Emporia didn't snap the ball. Then they tried to reset the play call, but the play clock ran out.
So now it's 4th and about 5.5 from the 20. Gundy with an empty backfield. Looking to his right, now floating to his left, thinking about running it. Gundy's going to be hit and sacked at the 27-yard line. Connor Johnson got him, and the Broncos turn over the Hornets on downs and take over at the 27.
Did Gundy even know Connor Johnson was coming? Like, he looked awfully comfortable right there taking that sack. And UCO's defense answers in a big way. Emporia State finally moves the football, but they're unable to get some points here, and UCO's got the ball with the wind at their back.
So the Broncos take over with 8:04 to go in this first half and a 21-0 lead. Dawson Hurl today for UCO, 16 of 25 for 190 and a touchdown. 129 of the 190 has gone to Terrell Davis. Davis is the middle receiver of 3 receivers to the left on this 1st and 10 from the 27. Hurl hands to William Mason, right side. Mason lowers his head across the 30 to the 32-yard line. A little bit more straight downhill run that time, which I think fits Mason.
Yeah, pretty good run there by Mason on first down. He takes on that first hit and manages to lunge forward and get some additional yardage. And, you know, I've said it ad nauseum this season. I just love those plays that develop quickly, like you said, just straight downhill.
2nd and 5 at the 32. This time it's a reverse. Delso running back to his right. He's going to pass it. Dunn's wide open at the 45 to the 38-yard line in Emporia territory. A little reverse pass from Jacob Delso to Dominique Dunn, and the Broncos on a little trickeration get the first down.
Never a bad time for a trick play to be called as long as it works. And it worked right there for the Broncos as they get into Emporia State territory.
1st and 10 at the 38. Hurl left side. Davis makes his 10th grab. Davis to the 35 and out of bounds at the 33 for a gain of 5.
Oh. Defensive back for Emporia State just hit Dominic Dunn in the face as he was walking back to the huddle. That was after Dominic Dunn held him down the field on the play. And but no penalty thrown on either.
2nd down and 5 from the 33-yard line in Emporia territory. Davis in the backfield goes in motion. It's a handoff to Mason, and Mason slipped as he was making a cut. He got back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Noah Dobson blocked a defensive lineman into the sideline, and the lineman lost his helmet for Emporia State, so he's going to have to take the long trot across the field, and Dobson getting some style points, congratulations, from his teammates.
So it's a 3rd down and 5 for the Broncos at the Emporia 33-yard line. If UCO doesn't gain another yard, it'd be a 50-yard field goal, which is doable. The wind has died down quite a bit, but it's still at the back of Nicky Quevedo here. 3rd and 5 from the Emporia 33. Hurl takes the snap. 3-man rush. Has time, now floats to his left. Hurl steps up. He's just going to run it out of bounds. And he might have actually lost a couple yards back to the 35. So now it'd be a 52-yard field goal. And that's one where you wish you would have just thrown it out of bounds.
Well, but you wonder if he already knew that they were going for it on 4th down regardless. But, yeah, it didn't seem like a very smart play, Todd, to run that thing out of bounds because you take yourself further back in the field goal game.
They are going to go for it on 4th down from the Emporia 35. It would be a 52-yarder, which would be Quevedo's career long. So instead, the Broncos will go for it. They need to get it to the 28 here. Emporia shows blitz. They do blitz. Hurl throws. He's hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Miscommunication with Hurl and Andrew Carney, and it's incomplete, and the Broncos turn it back over on downs at the 33.
Yeah, I hate to see that trick play go to waste on that drive, Todd. The Broncos got themselves in good position, and then Mason slips trying to run the football, which was a waste of a down, and then the Broncos unable to complete anything on 3rd and 4th down there, and they turn the ball back over.
5:47 to go in this first half. By the way, I think I said the 33. The Broncos obviously were at the 35 there and turned it over. So Emporia will have it 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. Gundy with an empty backfield, working with 5 receivers on 1st down. Now Kearns. No, this is the backup quarterback. This is Ricky in the game for Emporia State. It's a handoff to Kearns, who goes up the middle to the 37. So first time we've seen Chase Ricky in the game, the senior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's played well when Gundy has been injured or come out of ball games. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Ricky will throw on 2nd down. Left side pass is caught. It is caught by Collins. Broncos come away with the football. They think it's an interception, but Collins is going to be given a catch at the 44-yard line.
As the runner was down, 3rd down.
No challenges for the Broncos. What's interesting is how can you possess the ball long enough to be down there and complete the catch? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's either an incomplete catch or it's UCO's football. 3rd
down, less than a yard. Ricky throwing left side again. Pass complete. 1st down. Kearns makes the grab out to the 47. Gain of 3 on the play. 1st and 10, Emporia from the 47. Ricky throwing left side again. Again, it's complete. This is Collins on the grab, who gets down to the Bronco 47 for a gain of 6. So 2nd down and 4 coming up. Kearns into the backfield on 2nd down now. Ricky hands to Kearns up the middle. Nice run. Big hole inside the Bronco 40 down to the 37. Best run of the game for Emporia, 10 yards for Kearns. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 Emporia at the Bronco 37. Ricky hands to Kearns again, running left side. Kearns finds a little room, but it closes up quickly as Jack Puckett hits him at the 34. He runs for 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Hey, we'll say hi to Monique Sowell, who emailed us here in the booth. She's family with Marcus Sowell, listening from Rockwall, Texas. Emailed us at ucoradio@gmail.com.
Broncos have a player down. It's Willie Rice on the far side of the field, who looks now like he's okay. And there's no timeout called. Both teams are going to the sideline. I don't know why they are. It's going to be a 2nd down and 7 when we resume play from the Bronco 34-yard line. UCO outgaining Emporia State in this game, 265-73. It's been all Broncos in this first half. But Emporia is going to get the ball to start the second half, so this might be one of those try to score going in and get the ball coming out and cut into this deficit. Ricky, the quarterback. Ross goes in motion across the formation. Ricky throws it back left side on a screen, and the Broncos sniff it out at the line of scrimmage. J.K. Moore, who's had a really good afternoon, makes the tackle, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll give him a yard on the play, so 3rd and 6.
Moore was all over that one. He saw it from the beginning, read it, made a nice open field tackle.
3rd and 6 as Ricky throws left side, pass caught. 1st down, Collins slips a defender at the 26 and gets down to the 21-yard line. Trendon Collins, who's the 2nd leading receiver for Emporia behind Common, makes the grab. 1st and 10 at the 22 for the Hornets. Ricky sends Common in motion out to the right side. Throws back to his left. Collins again makes the grab at the 15, and he's taken down at the 14. Kaysen Bird makes the tackle for the Broncos.
J.K. Moore's down.
And now Moore's down.
Officials timeout.
That was a really good catch by Collins. He had to go back on the back shoulder and snatch that thing out of the sky. Really good catch.
And another Bronco injury.
While they're tending to J.K. Moore, we'll say hi to Jonathan Schumann, who emailed us here in the booth. And obviously that you recognize that last name, a fan of Ashton Schumann. And Broncos are glad to have the Schumann family in the program now. He emailed us at ucoradio@gmail.com.
Moore is going to be okay. Looks like he's cramping up a little bit maybe. It's going to be 3rd down, or 2nd down, excuse me, from the 14-yard line. 2nd down and about 3 here for Emporia State.
Got another email in here from William Taub. It says, greetings from Cape Coral, Florida, formerly of Maryville, Missouri. Best of luck to the Broncos in the playoffs. It's been great to watch the success they and Coach Doral are having. So got the Maryville, Missouri connection with Coach Doral, and we're glad, William, that you emailed us here in the booth. ucoradio@gmail.com.
Timeout, Central Oklahoma.
Second down and 3, and UCO is going to take a timeout here. We'll take it with them back in 60 seconds. 3 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first half. 21-0. Number 8, UCO leads Emporia State. This is UCO Bronco football. 2nd down and 3 for Emporia State at the Bronco 14-yard line. Ricky in at quarterback now. He'll hand it off to Billy Ross, and Ross is hit in the backfield. He'll be dropped after no gain. They'll give him forward progress to the 14, but Jack Puckett, who is having a whale of a first half, comes in and makes the play.
Connor Johnson and Marcus Sowell also in on the tackle for the Broncos. Nice little party in the Emporia State backfield for the UCO defense.
Third down from the 15, third and about 3.5. Ricky looks, throws middle. Collins, first down and more. He's going to be just short of the end zone as he's tackled at the 1. First and goal, though, for Emporia at the Bronco half-yard line. Emporia will go quick. Ricky under center. Quarterback sneak, and he's in for the touchdown. 2:19 to go in the first half, and Emporia State is on the board for the first time as Chase Ricky with the touchdown run. And the Broncos lead is now 21-6, and the extra point is on the way shortly from Dodson. Caden Dodson will kick this extra point. Clem McCullough will hold. Snap is a little low, but McCullough did a good job getting it down, and Dodson pokes it through. 2:19 to go first half. Number 8, UCO leads Emporia 21-7. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is UCO Bronco football. Ricky 1-yard touchdown run. High, short kick into the wind that Stevens will take at the 22. Stevens looking to get wide left, and he's tackled at the 25. Good special teams play that time by Cade Stevenson, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Broncos. They'll mark him at the 26.
Stevenson, a Kingfisher, Oklahoma product, so probably has a nice little cheering section over there across the way here at Chad Richardson Stadium, and as you said, a very nice special teams tackle for that young man.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line for the Broncos. Now remember, Emporia State's going to get the ball out of the halftime break. It's 21-7 UCO right now. Dawson Hurl started this game. He's been in the entire time, and he's in the shotgun formation on this first down. Jalen Cottrell behind him in the pistol. Hurl hands to Cottrell, looking to bounce it outside left. Nothing there. He's going to lose yardage, and he gets knocked into the down marker.
Oh, somebody.
Worker.
Yeah,
took a big hit on the sideline. It's going to be a loss of 1.
Yeah, they're going to need to tend to him and make sure he's all right. That's
got an official timeout where they're going to take care of that.
Officials timeout for an injury.
Need to make sure that that gentleman is all right.
Look at him. He just flipped it to 2. He's good. He just changed the down number.
Well, ask him where he's at.
I mean, he knows it's 2nd down. That's a good start. I think he's going to be okay, fortunately. He did lose his hat down there. That is one of the he's good to go. Tough parts about that gig, right? There's not a whole lot of places to go when someone's running right at you, especially between the 20-yard lines.
No.
And by the way, that after they restart the clock is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So we'll take the timeout with them. 2-minute timeout. 21-7. UCO leading Emporia State will line. UCO leading 21-7 over Emporia State. Dawson Hurl in the shotgun will look to throw against a 3-man rush. Has plenty of time. Floats it in the flat to Cottrell, and Cottrell couldn't hold on. Cottrell was expecting the hit, and he couldn't hold on to the pass, and it's going to be 3rd and 11.
3rd down Broncos.
Yeah,
it's an important minute 54 here, John.
It really is, because you don't convert right here. You give the ball back to Emporia. You know, they moved the ball down the field pretty well in that last possession with the backup quarterback in. You don't want to give them any time to get points here before the half with the ball coming their direction out of halftime as well.
So it's 3rd down and 11 for UCO from their own 25 with 1:54 to go in this first half. Hurl looking to set up a screen for Cottrell. It's tipped and knocked down and incomplete. And it's going to be 4th down, and UCO is going to punt it away. Broncos have gone away from Terrell Davis, where they had so much success early on pushing the ball downfield, and just haven't been able to get the running game going.
Yeah, and not great field position here for the punter. He's going to have the wind at his back, and the Broncos have a strong punting game, so hopefully they will pin Emporia State, far enough away where it makes it difficult for them to drive the length of the field.
Ethan Schultz back to return it. Grayson Miller will punt it. Peyton Hunt's snap is good. The kick is away. Miller got hit. There's no flag as Schultz stepped out of bounds as he caught the punt at the 25. How is there no flag for anything on that? It may not have been a 15-yard, but he definitely got hit. It'll be out of bounds for Emporia at the 25-yard line. So that punt is 50 yards with no return, and it's a first down for Emporia from their own 25. Am I crazy there, John?
No, I thought the same thing.
Make some noise for that Bronco
defense. No, it probably would have been a 5-yard penalty,
for sure.
which wouldn't have mattered too much in the scheme of things. But you like to see the officials, call the game.
On first down, Ricky in at quarterback, takes the shotgun snap, looks right, throws. Common has the grab out across the 35 near the 40. 14, 13 yards. They'll mark him at the 38 and a first down.
These passes complete to number 3, Common.
Ricky going quick here on 1st and 10. Throws it left side for Collins, who grabs it at the 42 and is tackled after a gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6.
Brought down by Willie Rice.
Now Ricky on second down, throwing again left side, incomplete, intended for Collins. Stevens jumped that route. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Say hi to Kyle Vanderberg, who emailed us here in the booth, who wants to give a shout out to Sheridan Vanderberg and the UCO cheer squad. Kyle says roll Chos, and we're glad you emailed us here in the booth, Kyle. UCOradio@gmail.com.
Sheridan's had a lot to cheer for this year for sure. 21-7 Broncos, 42-yard line, 3rd down and 6 for Emporia State. Ricky pumps left, looking to throw, throws one downfield. It's tipped and incomplete. Kobe Stevens got a hand on it, and Noah West tried to come back to it and pick it off. He couldn't get there, and now things flip around because the Broncos are going to get the ball back with 1 timeout, 1:10 to go, and the wind at their back.
Great job by the defense out there, Todd, making the stop on this 2-minute drill for Emporia State. This is one that could have shifted the tide of the game had they been able to drive down and get some points out of the deal, but the UCO defense rose to the challenge, made some nice plays.
Dylan Davidson will punt it away. Delso and Stevens deep to return for UCO. Davidson with a low spiraling kick that Stevens will call a fair catch on and come up and make at the 27-yard line. So the Broncos will have it at the 27.
It's a Bronco first down.
That is a punt of 29 yards with no return into this win. And UCO will have a chance here with 1:03 and 1 timeout to go down the field and at least get into field goal range. And like we talked about, this is with the wind at their back, so maybe even down to the 35-yard line gives you a chance to send Nicky Quevedo out there.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get any points out of this drive, you make it a 3-score ball game, which is huge. So the Broncos going to see what they can do here in this 1-minute drill.
Hurl in the gun on first down. Hurl, straight drop, looking to throw, throws it left side for Schumann, who's open at the 31, gets out to the 37. Clock going to keep running because he's short of the first down. 52 seconds and ticking as the Broncos try to get lined up on 2nd down and 1. And it looks like this is a first down, actually, by where the marker's out on the far side. It is a first down.
So they need to reset.
So they need to reset the clock.
Yeah.
Game clock operator, please reset the game clock to 55 seconds. Clock will start on my signal.
Nice break for the Broncos there because they got to line up, and the clock will start. I mean, they'll be able to snap it basically on the start of the clock. So
it is a first down at the 37 where they marked it, 10-yard gain. Hurl looking right, now back left, throws over the middle, caught by Davis, shoestring grab at midfield. First down to the Emporia 47.
Terrell Davis.
They marked him a yard behind where he caught that one.
They sure did.
It is another first down, though, at the Hornet 47. Clock rolling with 38. UCO going to keep that timeout to set up a field goal if they need to, as Hurl throws over the middle again for Schumann, and this one's incomplete. 32 seconds left on the clock. It'll be 2nd and 10 UCO at the Emporia 47. I mean, realistically, John, you would think the 35, right, to give Quevedo a shot?
Yeah, I mean, 52-yard field goal in that situation. That's a long one, but this wind is really blowing. So as long as you can put it on point. I think he's got the leg strength to do it. I'd prefer a Terrell Davis touchdown, but
me too.
Or Jacob Delso or Ashton Schumann or Noah Dobson.
Second down as Hurl will look to throw. Hurl deep over the middle, caught by Delso, took a big hit, but made the grab at the 35. One of the seniors on senior day with the first down catch.
What a catch. They're going to have to go quick here, 26 seconds.
Clock is at 21 and ticking. UCO's got to hurry. 17 seconds left. 15 as Hurl takes the snap at 14. Looking to throw again. Hurl deep right side for Davis, and it's incomplete. Tried to throw it underneath the safety there. It's incomplete with 8 seconds left, and the Broncos are going to try a field goal, I believe.
You'd think so. I mean, they're not sending the kicking team out onto the field, but you don't really have,
I guess you can try to throw a quick pass and get about 5 more yards here and use a timeout.
Yeah, you've got
right?
your timeout, but you got to do something quick here.
So the Broncos are going to keep the offense out there on a 2nd and 10 from the 35. It'd be a 52-yard field goal from here.
Dorrell's already prepping to call the timeout.
Hurl throws it in the flat to Dunn, who gets to the 30 and out of bounds at the 27 with 3 ticks on the clock. Perfectly executed, short pass there, and the Broncos are going to set up a 44-yard field goal as the clock hits 0 here at the end of the first half.
While they're doing that, we'll say hi to Alan Johnson in Baldwin City, Kansas. And we'll also say hi to Marna Drury, who shouts out Jack and Hank Puckett. That's some of their family from West Virginia. Those emails came in, ucoradio@gmail.com. Plenty to get to in the second half and plenty of time for you to email us as well.
Quevedo, 44-yard field goal from the left hash, and Emporia is going to use their last timeout to try to ice him here. We'll keep the broadcast right here during this timeout for Emporia State, as Quevedo will look to put the Broncos up by 3 scores. Let's look around the MIAA quickly. First quarter, Missouri Western leads Quincy in a non-conference game 7-3. Pitt State is up mid-second quarter on Northwest Missouri State 14-0. How about Missouri Southern? They are giving Central Mo all they want. It's 35-34 Central Mo. That game late first half. High-scoring game there. And Washburn leads Northeastern 21-14 at the half. One game that started earlier today. Nebraska Kearney's making it a ball game as they were down 24-0 at halftime. It's now 24-14. Fort Hays State leads Nebraska Kearney. Broncos have the MIAA Championship on the line today. Win or lose, they are MIAA champs, but they will be solo champs if they can win today over Emporia State. It's been an impressive first half, and Nicky Quevedo looking to put the bow on this first half here with a 44-yard field goal. From the left hash, Jet Huff will hold. Peyton Hunt will snap it. Quevedo's kick is on the way, and the kick is good. Nicky Quevedo knocked it home from 44 yards, and as we hit the halftime break, it's UCO 24, Emporia 7. We'll take a break here. When we come back, our halftime interview today, UCO men's basketball coach Bob Hoffman to tell us about what's going on with the Bronco men's basketball.
6 on Henderson State in the third quarter, and Harding up 14-0 on Arkansas Tech in the first.
Miller with a low short kick taken by an up back at the 27-yard line, returned out to the 36. And that's where Emporia State will start their drive, as it was Kavion Robbins who had the return. We'll see. It's going to be Chase Rickey at quarterback for Emporia State. He replaced Gunnar Gundy in the second quarter. And it'll be 1st and 10 Emporia at the 36. Empty backfield for Rickey on first down. Now running back comes in the backfield, play fake, throw right side through the hands of the receiver and incomplete. Intended for Mason Ford, who couldn't hang on, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Had him open.
Jenna Haney emailed us here in the booth and shouted out Trey Mitchell, one of the Emporia State offensive linemen. So Jenna, we're glad you reached out to us here. ucoradio@gmail.com.
2nd down and 10 from the 36. Rickey with Kearns in the backfield, sends him in motion, quarterback draw. Rickey running right side, gets away to the 40 near the first down. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 45, which will be a yard short of the first down, and it'll be 3rd down and 1 for Emporia. J.K. Moore ushered him out there.
Shout out to Zion Jones for Emporia State, who just punched J.K. Moore in the face on the other sideline and didn't even get a talking to from the official.
3rd down and 1 for Emporia from their own 45-yard line. Opening drive of the second half, number 8 UCO leading 24-7. Kearns in the backfield. It's an option, running to the right. Kearns gets the pitch. He's not going to get the first down. Noah West got him short at the 45. It's going to be 4th and 1 for Emporia.
Boy, and, if you're Emporia, you probably think you can pick this up, and down 24-7, it looks like they're going to go for it. But, man, if you don't get it, you're giving the Broncos a short field to start this second half.
4th and 1 from their own 45-yard line for the Hornets here.
Broncos take their time subbing as they have the right to do. The Emporia brought in kind of a heavy package with an H-back in the backfield.
That's Zimmerman, who's behind the tackle on the left side. Ricky sends a man in motion, hands to Kearns right up the middle, has the first down out across the 45 to the 49-yard line. Tackled by Connor Johnson. It'll be a 1st and 10 Emporia. 4th down conversion for the Hornets, who go quick. Kearns motions into the backfield. Play action. Ricky looks right, steps up, going to run with it. Nobody home. He's going to run for 8 yards before J.K. Moore knocks him down at the 43 in Bronco territory. 2nd and 2 coming up. Empty backfield again for Ricky. Kearns motions in. High snap. Ricky one hand catches it. He's going to run it again, and he's got the first down. Running to the left across the 40 to the 35 and out of bounds at the 32. They're going to give him the 30-yard line. Out of bounds there. It's a nice run and a first down. Gunnar Gundy was the 2nd leading rusher for Emporia coming into this game. They run the ball with the quarterback a lot, kind of like Central Mo. And Ricky's done a good job since he's taken over. Ricky pumping left side, throwing. Pass caught by Collins at the 15. Cuts back to the 10. They got him on the double move, and it's a 1st and goal for Emporia inside the 10-yard line. Trendon Collins, who's having a great afternoon. That's his 9th catch. It'll be 1st and goal for Emporia at the 10. First and goal, 3 receivers right for the Hornets. Ricky in the shotgun. Sends Zimmerman in motion, looks right, throws to Common in the flat. Common grabs it at the 7. He backs his way down to the 6. Zion Bell, Jack Puckett, J.K. Moore all take him down there. It's a gain of 4. It's going to be 2nd and goal. 12 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. This is the opening drive of the second half for the Hornets, as they are looking to cut into this Bronco lead. UCO led 21-0. Got a field goal right before halftime to lead 24-7, and now Emporia is looking to cut into this 17-point lead. Broncos sub as Emporia did as well. 2nd and goal from the 6. Ricky looking right, has time, throws it in the flat to Kearns, who grabs it at the 5 and is out of bounds at the 4. Gain of a couple, tackled by Noah West. It's going to be 3rd and goal from about the 4.5-yard line.
Boy, and the big 3rd down here for the Broncos. If you can hold Emporia State, I mean, unless they're on the 1-yard line, they'll probably attempt a field goal here. They need a field goal to get back in this game. It's a 3-score game, so the Broncos have bent a little bit here. Would really like to see them not break on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, ball just outside the 4. Play clock at 10 as again Emporia subs, so UCO will as well. Ricky sends Zimmerman in motion left to right. Ricky takes the snap, looking, throwing, end zone, incomplete. Good coverage that time. Willie Rice in the coverage for UCO. Intended for Common, who wanted a flag. He may have an argument there. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, he doesn't have an argument if the officials are going to be consistent with how they've officiated this game. I mean, there was a lot of those plays in the first half that could have gone the other direction.
So Dodson's going to come in for the field goal here. It'll be 22 yards from the right hash. McCullough will hold it. With the wind at his back, the short field goal is on the way, and the kick is good. So Emporia gets 3 points on their opening drive of the second half. We'll be back in 60 seconds. 10:51 to go, 3rd quarter. 24-10. We'll make this a 90-second timeout coming up. 24-10, UCO with the lead. 59 yards for the Hornets. And now Emporia will kick it away with the wind at their back. By the way, I think it's a Chase Dotson. Caden Dotson, the kicker for Emporia State. As Dotson will boot it away with that win and easily send it into the end zone for a touchback, and the Broncos will start at the 25-yard line. John, we've seen Dawson Hurl get the start today. How do you think he's played so far through one half?
He's looked really good. I think has led the offense down the field several times for the Broncos, and he's thrown a few dangerous passes, but nothing that was, egregious. Right, he's completed some dangerous passes too. Run the ball a little bit early on, and so yeah, I mean, I think he's done a good job. The Broncos have a good situation with their depth at quarterback, and if Dawson's got the hot hand, then we can go with him, and he's looked good today. 5
receivers on first down as Hurl will throw right side to Delso, and Delso couldn't hold on to it. In coverage that time was Tyler Schultz. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Lindsey Bird emailed us here. She wants to shout out Kaizan Bird. She says headed to the game and listening on the radio from a high school playoff game. And so we're glad that Lindsey emailed us here in the booth, ucoradio@gmail.com.
2nd down and 10 from the 25. Davis in motion out of the backfield as they'll throw it to him in the flat left side. Davis gets a nice block, gets across the 25 to the 29. They're going to call Dunn for a hold there, and that looked like a clean block to me. As Dunn and the defender that time are getting into it, Kobe Holly.
Every coach on that Emporia State sideline wanted that flag as soon as that block happened, and the back judge is the one that threw the flag. So this is going to come back. It's going to be a 2nd and 20 situation for UCO as the officials talk it over.
Our referee today, Dwight Niebling.
Number 5, offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
So now it's going to be 2nd and 20. Broncos, by the way, I forgot to mention this. They did what they've done all season in the second half in games with a big wind. They chose to go into the wind in the third quarter. So UCO, even though they had the choice of which way to go in the third, chose to go into the wind, so they'll have the wind at their back in the fourth. And now you've got a 2nd and 20 into this wind from your own 15-yard line. Hurl, shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hurl has time, floats it down the middle of the field. Caught Delso, first down, 35-40 across midfield into Emporia territory, and finally wrestled to the turf down at about the 37-yard line in Bronco territory.
What a great throw and great catch by Jacob Delso, who managed to get in the middle of that Emporia State defense, get open, and get the big first down.
Schultz on the tackle. It's 1st and 10 Broncos. Pass complete to Davis, his 12th catch of the game, but this one's going for nowhere. In fact, he fumbled the ball as he was fighting for yardage, and it's out of bounds for no gain. They'll give him it's going to be no gain on the play. So 12 catches now for 150 yards for Davis. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the Emporia 37.
That play was scary. That was almost a disaster. That ball fortunately rolls out of bounds as Davis just loses it. It pops straight up in the air, and fortunately the 3 Hornets that were there to recover it couldn't get it before it went out of bounds.
2nd down and 10. Hurl looking to throw. Fakes to Davis, throws it in the flat left side. Pass caught. Carney inside the 20 and down to the 13-yard line. Got him on the double move. Tyler Schultz makes the tackle, but not before the Broncos get another big gainer, and it's 1st and 10, UCO at the 13.
Well, and when the fake is to Terrell Davis as a defender, you have to take that very seriously. And the Emporia State defenders kind of broke off and went towards Davis, and that left Carney wide open.
Hurl from the 13, hands it to Cottrell on a draw play, running left to the 10, bangs his way down to about the 8-yard line. Got a nice surge on the offensive line and gained 5. In on the tackle that time for Emporia State was Carlos Strong Jr. It'll be a 2nd down and 6.
David Chapman emailed us. Him and Julie are listening to the game, but they are down on the field today watching the game. They said, nice job, guys. David, we're glad you email us every week here and glad you're a big Bronco fan. UCOradio@gmail.com.
Call it 2nd and 5 from the 8. It's another handoff to Cottrell. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Gets down to the 5 before he's tackled after a gain of 3. Stevenson and Holly in on the tackle for Emporia, and it's going to be a 3rd down and 2 from about the 5-yard line. Broncos have a player down as well. That's an offensive lineman.
Officials timeout for an injured offensive player.
Oh, no, that's Carney that's down. Andrew Carney that's down. It was down in the middle of the field, so I thought it was an O-lineman, but Andrew Carney is the player down for UCO being attended to.
Yeah, and he's in a decent amount of pain by the look on his face.
While they attend to him, let's look around the MIAA quickly, where Quincy has now taken the lead over Mo West, 16-14. That game late second quarter. Pitt State, it's now halftime in Maryville, 21-0. The Gorillas with the lead over Northwest Missouri State. We have now, I think they've started the third quarter in Central Mo or at Warrensburg. They have, and of course, Central Mo has scored a quick touchdown, 41-34 the score there. And also third quarter, Washburn leads Northeastern 21-14, and Fort Hays State has added a field goal to stretch their lead back out to 7. So Nebraska Kearney trying to score a late touchdown to tie it, trailing 27-20 to Fort Hays State. Fort Hays, Central Mo, they're both kind of outside the top 7. They need some help if they're going to get into the playoffs. Broncos, I think, are solidly in, but we know they're solidly in if they can finish off this win today. Kearney's off the field, so it's 3rd down and 2 after that injury timeout from the Emporia 5. Hurl, hard snap count. Emporia jumps, and the Broncos are going to get a free first down.
Beautiful. Got to concentrate on the ball, not the snap count, and that's the worst one if you're a coach, because that was the nose guard that jumped across.
Offside.
He's
Number
literally got the ball.
Defense with contact. The penalties half the distance to the goal results in a first down.
He's literally got the ball right under his face and still jumped off sides. Coaches hate that. UCO gets the first down.
That was Rafe Goucher who jumped offside that time. We'll say as a center, it's about the most unathletic thing ever when you get hit on that. You get knocked over.
Goucher almost jumps again. He's an El Reno kid. I believe his dad's the superintendent out at El Reno.
First down and goal, Broncos at the 2. Handoff, Mason cuts in the backfield, surging near the goal line, twisting. Is he in? He is in for a Bronco touchdown. William Mason, it's officially a 2-yard touchdown run, and UCO extends their lead back out to 20, and they can equal their biggest lead of the game with an extra point. It's 30-10 Broncos with 8:26 to go here in the third.
Really nice response by this UCO offense. The Emporia State gets the ball to start the half. They go the length of the field and then get a field goal out of it. UCO gets the ball and takes it down and scores a touchdown. Just a great job by this UCO offense, who, as you've mentioned a few times, will have the wind at their back in the fourth quarter.
Big play on that drive, the 2nd and 20 conversion after that holding penalty from their own 15-yard line on the long pass to Jacob Delso as Quevedo knocks home the extra point.
Timeout on the field.
8:26 to go third quarter. We'll be back in 90 seconds. 31-10. UCO leads Emporia State. This is from Miller. And the punter by trade will send this one away. This one's a higher, longer kick that's going to be taken at the 15-yard line, out across the 20 to the 25, out across the 30-yard line. That's Reese Roller who gets in on the tackle for the Broncos, as it was returned by Zion Jones. And Emporia will have it 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Todd Lisenby along with John Fitzgerald. Jackson Allen back in the KOKC studios today. Broncos 9-1, looking to finish off this regular season, get to the playoffs for the first time in over 2 decades, and possibly with the win today, hosting a playoff game for the first time since 1998. You know anything about that game, John?
I do. The Broncos, we had a couple playoff games here in 1998. It was fun.
Ricky comes in at quarterback, and we've got a false start on an Emporia receiver that time.
False
as
start.
Ethan Schultz.
Number 10, offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Ethan Schultz moved a little too quick, and it's going to move the ball back to the to the 27-yard line.
Quick update on Andrew Carney. They brought him over and put a brace on his left knee, and he's working on just some simulated cutting and such, planting and going laterally on the sideline. Looks pretty good. So it doesn't look like it's anything too serious, which is great for Bronco fans.
Ricky to throw on first down, off play action, has time, floats one deep down the middle. Collins is wide open. He catches it at the Bronco 30, makes a man miss to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Trendon Collins gets free, and it's a 73-yard bomb from Chase Ricky. And Emporia with an immediate answer. It's 31-16, and the Hornets can add the extra point to cut it back to a 14-point game.
Boy, and that's the first big play for a touchdown today by either team. And Emporia State, as you said, with the quick answer, you just can't get beat over the top like that. and the quarterback throws a nice football. Receiver watches it in and makes the catch and puts 6 on the board for the Hornets.
Trendon Collins, 9 catches as the extra point from Dodson is on the way, and good. 9 catches for 153 yards and a touchdown for Collins now, and Emporia with the immediate answer. We'll be back in 60 seconds, 8:08 to go in this third quarter. Welcome back to Chad Richardson Stadium, 31-17, Broncos with the lead after that 73-yard touchdown pass. Ironically, it was a 68-yard drive for one play, but a 73-yard touchdown pass after the 5-yard false start penalty. The kickoff goes through the end zone with the wind at Emporia's back, and UCO will have it 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And, John, that's the thing you're afraid of against a team like Emporia. You got to know that they might hit you for some big plays. UCO did a really good job for the first 2.5 quarters until that one.
Well, I thought today that Emporia was going to score some points. You know, we were just going to have to outscore them. Really, the defense for the UCO exceeded my expectations in the first half. Played a great ball game, and, just got burned on that play right there. I mean, nothing more to it than that. So Broncos can't be giving up, obviously, the big plays like that, and I'm sure they'll get over there and get regrouped and figure it out.
1st and 10 Broncos. They'll go empty backfield from their own 25. Hurl takes the snap, quarterback draw. He runs it out across the 25 to about the 28. Gain of 3 on the play. Goucher makes the tackle. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll give him a 2-yard gain, so 2nd down and 8 coming up.
I want to say hi to my friend Dennis Bookout, who texted us here in the booth. He's listening from a 4th grade basketball game. Enjoyed the Bob Hoffman interview. Shout out Todd and Coach Hoffman. And we're just glad Dennis is tuned in and enjoying the game.
2nd down and 8 from the 27-yard line. Here's a handoff to Cottrell on a draw play right side. Turns it up at the 27. Makes a man miss. 30, 35. Still on his feet. 1st down out to the 38. Good run by Jalen Cottrell before he's finally taken down by C.J. Adams. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Best run of the day by Cottrell, and that was an intentionally delayed play. Like you said, a draw. It took a little while to develop, but that was by design. But really, Cottrell made that play work with his athleticism running through some defenders.
1st and 10 Broncos from their own 38. Hurl left side, complete to Davis. Davis looking to bust outside, 40, 45, and out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. He's going to gain 8 on the play. They'll mark him at the 45, so 7 yards still on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Also want to shout out Rick and Connie Fitzgerald, who messaged us here in the booth. The insiders call them mom and dad, but they are big Bronco fans and always listening, and we're glad they're tuned in here for this exciting game. 2nd
and 3 from the 45. Hurl hands to Cottrell again. Left side, big hole, 45-50, 45-40. Trying to make a man miss, is ushered out of bounds inside the 35 at about the 33-yard line. The Broncos have found something on that little draw play. That one hits for 22 yards.
Yeah, and Cottrell maybe could have got a little more. He kind of stutter-stepped his legs kind of gave out on him as he was trying to put a move on that defender. And so, like you said, was just forced out of bounds. But UCO into Emporia State territory and a fresh set of downs for the Broncos.
Tyler Schultz ushered him out for the Hornets. 1st and 10 Broncos at the Emporia 33. There's a pass left side, dangerous and nearly picked off. Hurl threw that one too far forward as Jaden Gray had to go forward to get it, and the man that Andrew Carney was blocking nearly made the pick there. It's lucky for the Broncos, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just not a great throw by Hurl there. Kind of lucky, I think, are the Broncos that Jaden Gray is 6'3". He's got long arms. He was able to reach kind of over 2 players and get that football, but just couldn't quite bring it in.
Jaron Joseph in coverage that time. Hurl will throw on 2nd down. Complete. Nope, Gray couldn't hold on. Right side, the pass was a little low, and Gray couldn't pull it in at the 27. So now it's going to be a 3rd down for the Broncos, 3rd and 10, and we're kind of in 4-down territory range here into this win for UCO at the Emporia 33.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly you can go from great play into Emporia State, 1st down to 3rd and 10, right? 2 incomplete passes, and now all of a sudden the Broncos are up against it. We've seen them convert several times today, so it's definitely something they can do. We'll see what the Broncos dial up.
From the 33, 3rd down and 10. Hurl, shotgun snap, 4-man rush. Pressured, throws it on the screen, and it's blown up at the 40-yard line. UCO ran that a couple times and it worked, but this time Rayshon Hodge was all over it, and he makes the tackle, and the Broncos now on a 3rd and 17 have their decision made. They're going to punt it away.
But it would have been better had the intended receiver just dropped it. But it's also great that Hurl got the ball off because he was about to be strip sacked, I think, from behind, and I don't think he had any idea.
Deep for Emporia State to receive is Ethan Schultz. Grayson Miller will try to pin the Hornets inside the 10-yard line here. Miller with a high, short kick. It hits at the 20. It bounces back upfield, and Connor Johnson is going to down it at the 22-yard line. He downed that at about the 24. The Broncos got a nice break there. But not a good punt, though. Only, 18 yards on the punt. And it's 1st and 10, Emporia from their own 22.
Doral giving some tough love to the punter on the sideline down there, as that is not what the Broncos wanted.
And now Emporia, we know how quickly they can hit offensively. They can cut into this 14-point lead with the ball down 31-17. Still a lot of time left in this. 5:25 to go in the third. Ricky on 1st down, backwards pass to Common. Common looking to throw, double pass, man open. It's caught at the 45, out near midfield. Stevens tackles him and wrestles him out of bounds at the Bronco 41. That was double pass all the way, but the Broncos were none the wiser, and Common completes it to Zion Jones.
Yeah, and it just feels like Emporia has taken all the momentum in this football game as the Broncos sub in 4 defensive linemen. Referee standing in front of Ricky, preventing the snap as UCO's allowed to sub.
So 1st and 10 on that pass play, immediately into Bronco territory from the UCO 41. Ross Jr. goes in motion into the backfield. It's a play action. Ricky will throw, pass through the hands of the receiver, intercepted. Dylan Buckheim at the 20, out to the 25, 30. 35 cuts back to the 40, looking for blocks to midfield. There's a flag down. It's going to come back, but Buckheim takes it all the way down to the 30-yard line in Emporia territory. Dylan Buckheim off of 2 tips intercepts it, and though UCO is going to have it back at their own 40 after the penalty, it is a turnover for the Bronco defense.
Just a big break for the Broncos. Nice defensive
During the
play.
return, illegal block in the back.
Catching that
Number
thing
21, Central Oklahoma. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st down.
Yeah,
It's a block in the back is what the call was.
They got Connor Johnson on that, but UCO still gets possession of the football. Like you said, it'll be at about their own 40-yard line, maybe the 39, and prevents a score, which is huge when you're playing a team like Emporia State.
That was an open receiver, too. Ricky looked like the timing was off. The receiver just hadn't made his cut that time. And it went off of his hands, then it hit Kobe Stevens' hands, and then Dylan Buckheim was there on the back end to make the pick. So UCO takes over on the turnover at their own 39-yard line.
Michael Martin emailed us here in the booth watching the game from Aurora, Colorado. Michael, we're glad you reached out. UCOradio@gmail.com.
1st and 10 Broncos from their own 39. Cottrell in at running back. Dawson Hurl's gone the whole way at quarterback. He's in the gun on 1st down. Hurl hands to Cottrell, running left, turns up 40, 45, near the 1st down marker. He's going to be a yard short at the 48. Broncos have run the ball a lot better here in the second half. It'll be 2nd and 1. Tackle made on the play by Levon Jones. 2nd and 1 from the 48. Broncos 3 receivers left as Hurl hands to Cottrell. Draw play right, cuts back midfield, 45, lowers his head, runs through a defender to the 41-yard line. That was Schultz who held on that time for the tackle at the 41, but not before a 1st down run. It'll be 1st and 10 UCO at the 41-yard line as UCO has moved the ball 20 yards on back-to-back Jalen Cottrell runs. First one 9 yards, that one 11. Cottrell to the left of Hurl on this 1st down. It's another handoff. Cottrell, big hole, 35-30, 25-20. One man to beat. He cuts back at the 10. He's still on his feet at the 5. He's in the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Jalen Cottrell, 41 yards, and the Broncos pay off the turnover and lead it 37-17.
How's that for a little bit of run game, Todd? Nice run by Cottrell, and several nice runs by Cottrell on that drive. And here in the second half, nice to see UCO getting the run game going here against Emporia State. That's going to open things up a little more for them as this game progresses.
Quevedo on for the extra point. Jalen Cottrell, 41-yard touchdown run. UCO looking to go back up 21 for the third time this afternoon. Huff will hold, Hunt will snap, and Quevedo's kick is right through the uprights and good. 3:21 to go, third quarter. 38-17, UCO with the lead back in 60 seconds. This is UCO Bronco football. Grayson Miller will kick it away for UCO. It's a high kick toward the sideline that's going to be taken by Zion Jones. Inside the 10, he brings it out. He's not even going to get to the 20. He's going to be wrapped up at the 18-yard line, and the Broncos are going to send Emporia State back inside their own 20 to start this drive. Kaysen Bird in on the tackle on special teams for UCO. And Emporia will start at their own 18-yard line. That last drive, 3 plays, 61 yards. All 61 yards were Jalen Cottrell on the ground, including the 41-yard touchdown run.
Debbie Schumann's listening down in Texas. Debbie is the grandmother of Ashton Schumann, wide receiver for the Broncos. She emailed us here in the booth, ucoradio@gmail.com.
Ricky from the gun on first down for Emporia from the 18 has Ross to his right. Ricky, draw play to Ross. Ross gets away from the first man in the backfield, tries to get away from Johnson and can't. Johnson finally chases him down at the 19. It's only a gain of 1. I'll give him the 20, so we'll call it a 2-yard gain here, and it'll be second down and 8. Very slow developing run play there, and Johnson stayed at home to make the tackle. Now Ross will spread out wide left, empty backfield for Ricky on second and 8. Ricky looking to throw, pumps, floats to his right. He's going to be hit and get away, and now he'll throw one into the bench and incomplete. Good job that time. I believe that was Wesley Hudson who nearly got to him as the Broncos have a player
Officials
down.
timeout for an injured
And that is
player.
Lamb Gordon for UCO, who's on the turf at the 10-yard line. It's going to set up a third down and 8 for Emporia from their own 20. And John, I know that it's easy to say after we just saw an interception. They did give up the big play, but I'm really impressed with the Bronco defense today. They've been, even last week, been susceptible to passing game. I mean, Washburn threw for over 400 yards last week, and they've done a really good job against this quick-moving, high-powered Emporia offense.
They just look very studied up on what Emporia is going to do. They've put pressure on the quarterback early, especially Gundy in the first half, and a little bit on Ricky, but they haven't quite gotten to Ricky as much as they need to. So got to keep bringing some different looks, some blitz packages, things like that up front to keep him off balance a little bit. But 2 picks today for the Broncos, right? So just a good all-around defensive effort thus far. And that's always complimented when your offense has scored 38 points as well.
So it'll be third down and 8 for Emporia. Ball's at the 20-yard line. They need to get it out to the 28. 2:37 to go, third quarter. Broncos looking to finish off a 10-win season and take the MIAA Conference Championship solo with just that one blemish on their record. Ricky with 5 wide receivers on third down. Looking left, throwing deep for Collins, and it is incomplete. Rice knocked it away, and Rice got away with a hold there, and we'll take it as Collins' jersey is down around his shoulder pads, and I don't know how the officials missed that one, but the Broncos get off the field on third down.
You're such an Emporia State homer.
I told you we call them like we see them, and the Broncos got fortunate there.
Well, pass interference has not been very, it's not something that has come out of the referee's mouth very often today. There was the one where Terrell Davis was tackled out of bounds in the first quarter, and that one was pretty blatant. But there's been several on both sides that could have been called, and we haven't seen those flags thrown.
Emporia has a right to be upset there, but the Broncos will take it, and it'll be punted away. It's a good punt, returnable for Stevens, who takes it at the 30. Stevens looking to cut back at the 35, goes upfield to the 37. So Stevens, who was surrounded by 4 Hornets, was able to get something out of that return. And he's going to be tackled at the 37. By the way, John, surrounded by 4 Hornets sounds like when we go to Emporia State to call their games.
Dude,
there.
I was just about to say that. That sounds like being in the press box at Emporia State.
For those that don't know, there's a little tube that you have to feed your crowd mic out of. I know that's kind of inside baseball, but it's got a cap on it. And the last 2 times we've gone there, we've taken the cap out, and a nest of Hornets has flown into our press box room.
They literally have their mascot in the booth. But as we've discussed many times, now it's much better than a gorilla or
That's
a
right.
tiger.
That's right.
Or a bearcat, or even an Ichabod might be kind of annoying.
Yeah, he's got that cane.
Yeah, and
so
probably just be asking a bunch of questions since he's from the 1800s.
1st and 10, Broncos from the 37. Hurl on 1st down, hands to William Mason, right side. Mason 40, 45, out to the 46. This Bronco run game is really getting it going. They're going to mark him at the 47 and give him a 1st down. Good spot that time for UCO. Is going to move the chains and make it a 1st and 10.
Well, and if you can run the ball, Todd, you can run the clock a little bit, which is maybe not what the Broncos' typical MO is. But when you're up by 21 points, I think shortening the game is probably a good idea. The Broncos aren't moving quite as fast here on offense, and they're running the ball, which is keeping that clock moving.
Minute 42 and ticking to go in this 3rd quarter. UCO up 38-17. Broncos also looking to possibly play for a home playoff game here as Mason on 1st down, handoff left side, busted outside midfield, carries a tackler down to the 46 in Emporia territory.
Number 22, William.
And on the tackle that time was Caleb Mondi. It'll be a 2nd down, and 3 coming up after that 7-yard run.
Matt Compton emailed us here in the booth. Matt was an offensive lineman on the last UCO team that went to the playoffs in 2003. And Matt is listening down in Gainesville, Texas, and I'm sure it's bringing up a lot of great memories seeing this UCO team have the season that they're having here. And it's been 21 years since the Broncos made the playoffs, and I know Matt and the rest of the UCO alumni are excited about that. Matt emailed us here, ucoradio@gmail.com.
Cottrell back in the game on 2nd down, gets a handoff left side, and he's going to get a yard from the 46 down to the 45. That'll set up a 3rd down and 2 for UCO at the Emporia 45. Cottrell with that carry, now 13 carries for 99 yards. So he's knocking on the door of the century mark on this 3rd down play.
Brian Perry also emailed us, watching the game here in the stadium, but listening to the radio broadcast and hoping to see that MIAA trophy presented to only one team on this Saturday, which would be the UCO Broncos. ucoradio@gmail.com.
3rd down and 2. Hurl takes the snap. He's going to throw it right side. Pass caught. Carney dropped it. Carney couldn't hold on. Carney had it at the 42. It was broken up that time. Good hit by Jet Copeland, and now UCO is going to have to punt it, I would imagine, at the 45 and try to pin Emporia deep here. And Adam Doro had a couple last words for Grayson Miller as he took the field. And the worst part about that, you pointed the clock, John, 5 seconds to go. So now the wind's in your face for this punt.
Yeah, the Broncos
might actually help, though, the way Miller kicks it.
Well, as long as he's not, I think he just tried too hard to position that last kick, and that's why Doro was upset with him, because it just didn't get the distance that he needed.
Miller will kick this one. It's a high spiraling kick, angling toward the sideline and out of bounds around the 13-yard line. We'll see where they mark this officially. Well, they marked it all the way up at the 16.
That's the
but
end
it is
of
out
the
of bounds,
29-yard
punt, and that's the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll take a 90-second timeout here and have the 4th quarter when we come back. UCO 38, Emporia State 17. This is UCO Bronco football. Emporia State with the ball after the Broncos punted away. 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Chase Rickey, who took over in the 2nd quarter and has gone the rest of the way for Emporia in the shotgun formation on 1st down. Rickey, quarterback run. No, he's going to throw it left side to Kearns out of the backfield, who gets out to the 22 before Buckeye tackles him. Little RPO there, gain of 6 on the play.
Lillian Pearson emailed us from California. Lillian is the mom of UCO co-defensive coordinator Thomas Pearson, and rooting for the Broncos, and we're glad that we're able to help bring the action all the way to the West Coast. ucoradio@gmail.com.
Coach Pearson's got to be excited about what he's seen today, as Rickey on 2nd down will throw over the middle. Common catches it at the 33 and gets up to the 36. Tyler Common, who's had a pretty quiet day for Emporia, one of the nation's best wide receivers, makes the 1st down grab. 1st and 10 Emporia. Quick snap as Ricky throws it left side. That one's caught by Collins. Collins gets away from a tackler at the 45 and gets out near midfield before Jack Puckett knocks him out of bounds. 14-yard gain. Trendon Collins is having a ball game for Emporia State.
Very good receiver for the Hornets and has made some very big plays.
That's 11 catches for 163, or 167, excuse me, and a touchdown now for Trendon Collins. Leading receiver by a bunch for the Hornets. Ricky on 1st and 10 from midfield, pumps left side, going deep for Collins. Acquisi in coverage, knocked it away. Daniel Acquisi had his hands on him down the field. Emporia wants a flag, but they've let both teams do that all afternoon. I mean, if we're in the NFL, that's called, but in the MIAA, that just doesn't get called very often on either team.
Well, Todd, from this perspective, that's hilarious. Earlier on, it was frustrating. I see the Emporia State coaches over there, and they're losing their minds. And I get it. I get it. These officials have to call, pass interference and holding calls down the field, and they've been terrible at it on both sides.
2nd down and 10 from midfield. Kearns into motion in the backfield. Ricky, play action. Looking, throwing, right side. Pass is caught or intercepted by Stevens. There's going to be a flag for pass interference. Stevens is going to return this one to the 45, to the 40, cuts back 35, 30, 25, 20. He's going to take it for a touchdown, but it's going to